Can I get you anything? Cup of tea? I know. Cliche. Straight into business then. Interview commencing at 15:10. Present is DCI Thomas McKinley, DC Susan Kennedy and Larissa Morgan. Mrs. Morgan, we already know that your husband was bludgeoned to death by what forensics have already established to be a domestic hammer.
In terms of evidence, and by that I mean solid physical evidence, his DNA was all over your fingernails. We have your nightdress soaked in your husband's blood, the bed sheets soaked in your husband's blood, the carpet soaked in your husband's blood.
You get the picture.
No signs of forced entry into your home. No strangers' prints anywhere.
You see where we're going with this? What we don't have, Mrs. Morgan, is a murder weapon.
We know what it is. Blood-stained hammer. Nothing else was missing from the crime scene.
Including, it would seem, the killer. Your good self.
Up until now, you've refused to cooperate, but you haven't denied it was you. So we don't understand why you hid the hammer.
But I'll tell you what we do have, Mrs. Morgan. Motive.
Your fair hammering the booze tonight.
Are you counting?
No, but I'm worried. You've been on a permanent bender since...
Since Parson gave Taylor the promotion, you mean?
There'll be other chances.
What the fuck would you know? I've worked my arse off in that place for nearly a decade.
Okay. Try and keep it down. Laura's trying to...
Get off my fucking case! The pair of you only live in this place because I worked my balls off in that dump.
DC Kennedy, I could murder a cup of tea right now. Would you be so kind?
Interview terminated at 15:26.
I'm going to get straight to the point here, Mrs. Morgan. You've suffered some horrific abuse at the hands of your husband, and I don't just mean the bruises on your face. The doctor tells me you have 3 broken ribs and a tear in your liver. More worryingly, these injuries have been sustained over several months. So this wasn't just some solitary incident when your man came back pissed from the pub and decided to not fuck out you. What I'm getting at here is motive. A jury is going to hear about the sickening ordeal you suffered at the hands of your husband and see what you did is self-defence. Interview resuming at 15:32.
This might not end in a custodial sentence. You could walk free from court. What triggered it though? Why did you finally snap?
You really abandon her. You will never see us again.
Does that make a threat? Go on. You know where the door is. Make my day.
What about little Maura?
This has nothing to do with Maura.
I'd say it has everything to do with her. You're talking about a 12-year-old girl who's going to be without both her parents if you don't start cooperating.
Actually, I think we should let the doctor give Maura a more detailed examination. Maybe Mr. Morgan didn't just use his wife as a punch bag.
I would die before I let anyone lay a finger in my daughter.
Question is, Mrs. Morgan, would you kill? Peace out, Phil. How's the interview with Mrs. Morgan coming along?
She's not said a word.
Right, Mrs. Morgan. You need to get dressed. You need to go down to the station.
There's not really much more we can do here to help you.
I didn't ask for your help.
Then I guess we're done here.
Interview terminated at 15:58.
Okay then, what about little Mora?
This has nothing to do with Maura.
I'd say it has everything to do with her.
Come on. Come on. I prepare.